Hi, good morning. So this is Morning Motivation with Olalekan Badmus. And this morning I'm going to start with the words of Angela Duckworth, Angela Lee Duckworth. And she has this to say that grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. She also said in the same breath that it is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals, So reading that, you already know what we're talking about this morning. Our word for this morning is grit, G-R-I-T, grit. Now, what is grit? Grit simply refers to courage, courage and resolve, S-R-E-S-O-L-V-E, courage and resolve. It can also refer to the strength of character, that's the English dictionary meaning, of grit. Now, how do we apply this? I want to use this illustration and example. There's a student I currently teach, that I currently tutor, and I just one of these days I told her about how that learning is endless. There is no end to learning in life. At some point it might look like, you've recorded success and it looks like that's all for you, but you see, there is no end to learning. In fact, someone said that the enemy of progress is the last success. So as a student, you do well not to remain or dwell on yesterday's success, right? You need to move forward. You need to do better. Learning is endless, right? Now, this student I currently teach, she's a tertiary education student, preparing for her post-UTME, right? So I'm tutoring her for that, so she, at some point I had to let her know that, well, now you've passed JAMB and it looks like you're taking time, to rest. But then by the time you get into school, into the university, you gain admission into the university, it will be another journey entirely, another journey to start entirely. So you see that, and even at that, you think that, after my first degree, after first degree there's a second degree. Well, not everyone may do that. There's a second, there's a third, right? In fact, people even take first degree more than once, right? People take a master degree, more than once, right? So learning is throughout life. And you see, for to go through learning, all right, which is throughout lifetime, grit is important. What is grit again? Grit is courage. Grit is perseverance. Through this journey you are going to, there'll be times you record success, yes, there'll be times also you record failure. And if you remember the last word that we saw, which is how to see failure. That failure is only an opportunity to do something better, right? It's only an opportunity to do something better. So throughout life we keep learning. Learning is from cradle, till death, right? So there is no rest, at any point in time, where you feel like, I'm there already. In fact, even those who seem to be at the top today, they are still striving so hard, to make sure that they improve on themselves, they get better on themselves. So today, embrace grit. Grit is perseverance. Grit is courage. Grit is a true test of the strength of character. So this morning and this week, as you go, all right, be courageous, persevere, right? Persevere. You keep at it. You just keep at it. Persevere. Learning will demand your focus. Learning will demand your strength. Learning will demand your energy, sleepless night, and this will happen throughout life. So never have that mind of I'm there already, or this is all there is to be about me. No, they can never, you can never see the end. You can never see the end of yourself. All right, you can never see the end of yourself. You keep getting better. You want to keep building. You want to keep getting better. All right, so as you go this week, have it in mind that there is no stop, there is no end for you. All right, just keep getting better. Embrace grit. Treat life like it is a marathon and not a sprint. All right, be courageous and persevere on your goals. Don't relent. All right, be resilient. be resilient in the midst of life challenges. Stand tall and strong, right? Overcome life challenges. Don't be afraid to start again. All right, don't be afraid to start again. And this week, say with me as I go this week, I'm courageous, I have grit, I persevere, I push my goals, and I accomplish them. Yeah, thank you.